If you're choosing between the American Express Gold Card and the Chase Sapphire Reserve based on which actually sounds cooler, you could be leaving over $1,000 on the table every single year. I'm about to show you which card actually pays you more money when you calculate the real return on investment, not just by flashy perks. Here's what's shocking: most people think the Reserve is automatically better because it's a premium card with a higher annual fee. But when you run the actual numbers on points earned, credit usage, and real world value, the winner might surprise you. And there's one calculation method I reveal in section 4 that completely changes which card comes out on top. The problem is the credit card companies market benefits, not actual returns. They want you to focus on launch access and the status, not how much money you are actually making from the card. But today we are running numbers like a business. Now, if you're new to this channel, I help business owners and entrepreneurs get up to $100,000 in business funding at 0% APR for 12 months. And the best part is, you don't pay a dime until you get funded. And we are only working with a few number of people each month because we provide personalized strategies for each situation. So if you are interested, book a free strategy call by clicking the first link in the description right now. But today we are doing something different. Instead of just listing the benefits like every other credit card video, we are calculating the actual return on investment. Which card puts more money in your pocket after you factor in annual fees, earning rates, and realistic credit usage. This matters because choosing the wrong premium card can cost you hundreds or thousands in opportunity cost every year. The right card can actually pay you to use it. Stick around because the ROI calculation I reveal will completely change how you evaluate the premium credit cards, and I will show you exactly which spending patterns favors each card. Let me start by breaking down what we're actually comparing, because these cards charge different types of spenders. The American Express Gold Card has a $325 annual fee. It earns 4 times membership reward points on groceries up to $25,000 annually, 4 times on restaurants up to $50,000 annually, 3 times on flights, and 1 times on everything else. The Chase Sapphire Reserve has a $550 annual fee. It earns 3 times ultimate reward points on travel and dining worldwide and 1 time on everything else. But it also earns 10 times points on hotels and car rentals booked through Chase Ultimate Rewards and 5 times on flights through the portal. Now here's the first key insight. The Gold Card is a category-specific earning machine. The Reserve is a travel and dining generalist. This fundamental difference determines which cards will pay you more based on your spending patterns, but annual fees and earning rates only tell part of the story. The real ROI calculation includes the credits each card offers, how easily they are to use, and the actual redemption value you get from the points. This is where most people get completely wrong. Let's talk about the credits, because this is where the math gets interesting and where most people lose money without realizing it. The Gold Card offers $424 in potential annual credits, $10 monthly in Uber credits, that's $120 annually, $10 monthly in dining credits with Grubhub and partners, another $120, $7 monthly at Dunkin's, that's $84 annually, and a $50 twice a year Resi credits, that's $100 annually. The Reserves offers $300 annual travel credit that's incredibly flexible. It automatically applies to flights, hotels, car rentals, parking, tools, even ride sharing. You don't need to remember to use it or enroll it anywhere. You just travel and the credits applies. Here's the critical difference that changes everything. The Gold Card credits are use it or lose it monthly. Miss your $10 over credit in March, it's gone forever. The Reserve credit is annual and applies automatically to almost any travel purchases. In my experience tracking real card holders, the average Gold Card holder uses about 70% of the available credits. That's about $75 in actual value. The average Reserve holder uses 95% of the travel credit because it's so flexible. That's about $285 in actual value. So the effective annual fees are Gold Card at $50 and Reserve at $265 after realistic credit usage. Now let's get into earning rates, because this is where the real money is made or lost. The Gold Card 4 times points on groceries and restaurants is powerful, but only if you spend heavily in these categories. Let's run some real numbers. If you spend $500 monthly on groceries, that's $6,000 annually, earning 24,000 points. At 1.6 cents per point through transfer partners, that's $384 in value. If you spend $400 monthly on restaurants, that's $4,800 annually, earning 19,200 points worth about $307. Total earning value from these categories is about $691 annually. The Reserve's 3-time points on travel and dining is broader but lower earnings. That same 400 monthly restaurant spending earns 14,400 points for about $230. But here's where it gets interesting. If you spend $300 monthly on other travel like flights, hotel, Uber or parking, that's 3,600 annually, earning 10,800 points worth about $73. The reserve's strength is the breadth of the travel categories: Uber, Lyft, parking meters, tools, flights, hotels, car rentals. It all earns 3 times points. The Gold Card only gives you 1 times points on most of these purchases. Here's the calculation that reveals which cards actually pays you more. I call it the net annual value formula. For the Gold Card, total earning value plus realistic credit usage minus annual fee equals the net annual value. Using our example numbers, $691 in earning plus $275 in credits minus $325 annual fee equals $641 in net annual value. For the reserve, using 400 monthly on restaurants and 300 monthly on other travel, that's 230 plus 173 equals $403 in annual value. Add 285 in travel credit minus 550 annual fee equals $138 in net annual value. In this scenario, the Gold Card pays you $503 more per year than the reserve. That's massive. But here's where it gets interesting. Let's change the spending patterns. What if you spend 200 monthly on restaurants and 600 monthly on other travel like flights and hotels? Now the reserve earns 144 on restaurants plus 346 on travel equals 490 in earning value. Add 285 in credits minus 550 annual fees equals $225 in net value. The Gold Card with the same spending earns 96 on restaurants plus 72 on travel equals 168 in earning value. Add 275 in credits minus 325 annual fees equals $118 net annual value. Now the reserve pays you $107 more per year. The winner completely depends on your spending patterns. Now let's talk about the transfer partners because this affects the redemption value we use in our calculation. Both programs have excellent transfer partners, but there are some key differences. Chase Ultimate Rewards transfer to United, Southwest, British Airways, Air France, World of Hyatt, and IHG, among others. The Hyatt partnership is particularly valuable because Hyatt points are widely considered the most valuable hotel points. MS membership rewards transfer to Delta, British Airways, Air France, ANA, Singapore Airlines, Hilton, and Marriott, among others. Amex has more airline partners, giving you more flexibility, but some partnerships aren't as valuable as Chase's key relationships. Here's the strategic difference. If you prefer Hyatt properties, Chase is better. If you fly Delta frequently, Amex might be better. If you want maximum flexibility, Amex has more options. Both programs allow you incredible value when you transfer strategically. I've seen people get over 10 cents per point value when book premium cabin flights or luxury hotel stays. But this requires understanding sweet spots in award charts and planning redemptions in advance. The 1.6 cents per point value I used in our calculation is conservative and achievable for most people who learn the basics of transfer partners. Let me show you 3 real-world scenarios to help you determine which card pays you more. Scenario number 1, the family spender. You spend 600 monthly on groceries, 300 on restaurants, and 200 on other travel. Gold Card net annual value $864 in earning plus 275 in credit minus 325 annual fee equals $814. Reserve net annual value $360 in earning plus 285 in credit minus 550 annual fee equals $95. The Gold Card pays you $795 more annually. Scenario number 2, the business traveler. You spend 200 monthly on groceries, 400 on restaurants, and 600 on flights and hotels. Gold Card net annual value $452 in earning plus 275 in credits minus 325 annual fee equals $382. Reserve net annual value $576 in earning plus 285 in credit minus 550 annual fee equals $311. The Gold Card still wins by $71, but it's much closer. Scenario number 3, the travel enthusiastic. You spend 100 monthly on groceries, 300 on restaurants, and 800 on various travel. Gold Card net annual value $240 in earning plus 275 in credit minus 325 annual fee equals $190. Reserve net annual value $660 in earning plus 285 in credit minus 550 annual fee equals $395. The reserve wins by $205 annually. The pattern is clear. Heavy grocery and restaurant spender favors the Gold Card. Heavy travel spenders favor the reserve. There are some hidden factors that can tip the scale that most people don't consider. The reserve includes priority pass lunch access, which can provide significant value if you travel frequently. Airport lunches offers free food and drinks that can easily save you $50 to $100 per trip. If you take 6 flights annually and use lunches, that's $300 to $600 in additional value. The reserves also provides primary rental cars insurance, which can save you $20 to $30 per rental by declining the rental company's insurance. If you rent cars frequently, this adds up. The Gold Card grocery categories includes some unexpected places. Many grocery stores sell gift cards for other retailers, gas stations, and restaurants. You can effectively turn everyday spending into 4 times earning categories, but you need to be careful not to abuse or Amex might shut down your account. The Gold Card also positions you better for other Amex products. Having a Gold Card makes it easier to get approved for Platinum Card or business cards that can provide significant funding opportunities. Both cards offer purchase protection, extended warranties, and other benefits that have real value but are hard to quantify. Which card actually pays you more money? Here's the final verdict based on the ROI analysis. Choose the Gold Card if you spend more than $400 monthly combined on groceries and restaurants, if you will use at least 60% of the monthly credits, and if you want the highest earning rates on everyday spending categories. Choose the Reserve if you spend more than $500 monthly on travel and dining combined, if you travel frequently enough to use the lunch access, and if you want simplicity in your credits with a flexible travel credit. For most people, especially families and people who cook at home regularly, the Gold Card provides better ROI. The 4 times earning on groceries is incredibly powerful, and the lower annual fee makes it easier to come out ahead. But if you are a frequent traveler who values lunch access and spend heavily on flights and hotels, the Reserve can provide better total value despite the higher annual fees. The key is being honest about the actual spending patterns, not what you think they should be. Track your spending for 2 to 3 months before deciding. Now, if you're a business owner or entrepreneur with a 700 plus credit score and you want to get $100,000 in business funding at 0% APR for 12 months, click the first link in the description below to book your free strategy call right now. Remember, you don't pay a dime until you get funded, and we're only working with a limited number of people each month because we provide personalized strategies for each situation. If you found this credit content helpful, subscribe for more credit content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.